Hi, welcome to today's One Card Wonder Wednesday for December 19th, 2018. So today I'm going to be working on this cute card that I made using the Floral Romance Suite that is in the 2019 Stampin' Up! Occasions catalog. And this catalog I've just mailed out to my customers, so I hope you have it so you can look in the catalog and see which suite I'm using. If you don't have the catalog, please let me know so I can send you one. Like I said, I just recently mailed them, so I hope you have them already. Okay, so the first thing I did was I cut a piece of Pear Pizzazz cardstock, and I cut it so it is 5 1/4 by 8.5 inches long. And then I used the Big Shot, and these dies that come in the Floral Romance Suite are called Wonderful Floral, and it has this fantastic larger die here. And what this does is it gives you the cutout for the lattice, and then it gives you the leaves, so you can just cut off, you know, just a portion of the front of a card, or if you cut this out and then you can cut this off and use this as an accent piece on a card, you know, in a different color if you wanted to. But I decided just to use it as a piece on the side of the card. So that's just some of the paper. I'll show you that in a little while. Anyway, so after I had this cut like this, I took a piece of soft seafoam and I cut it 4 inches by 5 inches. And I just put that on the inside just to give it a little bit of a contrast behind that lattice and those leaves that are jutting out from the edge of the card. I thought about using white, but I decided the soft seafoam just goes really pretty with the Pear Pizzazz anyway, so I thought I would just put that in there so it gives it that little bit of contrast on the card, which I think is gorgeous. And then I took some of the, let me see what the name of it is, the Floral Romance Specialty Designer Series paper, and I cut this one with these little leaves on it because I just thought it was a pretty pattern. And now while I'm thinking of it, since I had it sitting here, I'll show you the paper that comes in that. You get 12 sheets, so you get 4 of this sheet with the green leaves, and then it's got like a wood grain pattern, or a light wood grain pattern. I hope you can see that on the camera. On the opposite side, then it has this other piece with like these layered white leaves that almost kind of look like an X-ray on some of them type of image. And then this confetti side in the petal pink and the white and the green. And then you get 2 different vellums. You get this really pretty lacy one, which you can see better when it's over top of something that's white, like my paper here. Hopefully you can see that pattern on that. If not, let me grab a piece of white paper to put underneath it and hold it up a little closer just so you can see the pattern that's on it. It's really pretty. It's like a really delicate lacy pattern in the petal pink on the vellum. And then of course this one with the leaves is just gorgeous. These are great because you could fussy cut them out and put them on something. They've got the fresh fig flowers and the petal pink flowers with them, so they're very tropical looking, but I just think they're just really pretty and delicate. So anyway, those are the fantastic papers that come in this suite. So I cut a piece of one of those designer series paper, this one with the leaf pattern. I cut it 2 1/2 inches wide by 5 1/4 inches long. And then I just adhered that using some snail adhesive. I mean, so super easy. It's nothing super fancy about adhering this on. I didn't use dimensionals or anything special, just the snail adhesive, which I love using. And just adhere that on. And then I took a piece of petal pink and I cut it out using the dies again with this awesome little frame die that has the cutouts. And I stamped on that using the Fresh Fig ink, which is one of the coordinating colors in this suite. And in the Wonderful Romance set, there is this saying that says, "You are the best thing I never knew I needed," which I thought was a really beautiful saying to have. So this card could be for someone, it could be for a spouse or a boyfriend, girlfriend, even just for a best friend, because it's just awesome. It just lets them know that, hey, you know what? You're awesome, and I love having you in my life. Hi, Aunt Sherry. And so on that little petal pink piece, I went ahead and stamped that saying in the Fresh Fig. So when I get a little closer, you can see that it says, "You are the best thing I never knew I needed." So I thought that was really pretty. And that's why I wanted to use that saying. And of course, it also fits in that little frame, so it worked perfectly. And now I got some nice ink on my fingers. Let me try to wipe a little bit of that off. All right, I'm gonna move that stamp out of the way because we're done with that. And then I use the die cuts because they have all these awesome leaf dies in there. And I cut 2 in the petal pink using this die. And you can see you have this leaf die, you have some individual leaves, and then this little one here I used to cut some vellum pieces and some mossy meadow pieces. So I've got like these couple little vellum pieces. At least I did have 2. I'm missing one apparently, so I have one of those now instead of 2. But as you can see on the original card, I had 2, I promise. Hi, Katie. But apparently one hit the floor because the vellum is very light and sometimes it just blows away on you and you just don't know where it went. So instead on this card, I will use some petal pink ones that I cut out instead of the vellum pieces so that you can compare which you like better, the vellum or the petal pink. So I took these leaves and I had a sponge and I kind of wanted to give them, I closed my ink and I should have left it open, sorry. I kind of wanted to give them a little bit of that purple look that you see on, you know, leaves. So I just put a little bit on the sponge and I just kind of went around the edges a little bit and gave it just a little bit. I don't know. Katie, can you hear me? Does it have any sound? Aunt Sherry says she's not getting any sound. So I'm not sure if that's just my end or Aunt Sherry's end. If it's my end, then it's my phone's doing something weird for my video. So I'm just gonna keep going so you can see that I've done the little purple on the edge of the leaves. And let me get a piece of paper underneath that so you can just see where I've gotten the purple on the leaves. And I did that with both of those. And then I just took this and laced it through at the top. And I took one of the petal pink ones and laced that through as well, kind of on top of this one. And then I also paired it through with a darker one. So then you have just a trio of them. And then I flip that over and hold that there. And then I just take one of my dimensionals and I'm gonna stick that right over top of those leaf pieces. And then I'm gonna do that again on the bottom. I'm going to stick this one through. And I'm gonna do this one kind of down here. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the same. I'm gonna put the petal pink one. On the original card, I used the vellum ones. But on this one, since I've lost one of my vellum ones, I'm going to use the petal pink ones that I had also cut. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the mossy meadow one in there. And then I'll flip that one over and do the same thing. I'll just put that dimensional right on the back to hold those on. And that's an easy way to keep those on there without having to glue them or stick them on there. So I'm not sure why my video doesn't have any sound, so I'm hoping maybe I can fix that. And then I'm going to take a piece of the variegated ribbon, which this is also in the catalog, and it has this awesome variegated color to it, and I'm going to snip the ends of it. And I'm guessing my video really doesn't have sound because Katie hasn't responded, so I'm not sure why that's doing that. And I'm just going to take a little bit of snail and I'm going to stick the variegated ribbon on there. And then I'm going to flip this over now that I've got this piece. And I'm going to kind of move it just a little bit over the ribbon, not completely. And then I'm going to take a couple of pearls and these awesome little flowers that come in. They're called the frosted flowers. And I'm going to take one of the fresh fig flowers and I'm going to put it right here on the bottom. And then I'm going to take a pearl and put here, and then a pearl and put here. And these pearls are from the Share What You Love designer series paper, but they go really well with this. Hi Melanie, I hope you can hear me. Aunt Sherry says there's no sound. I'm not sure what's happening. Hi Aria. So once you get everything on there, you have all these cute little, this cute little card. Like I said, on this one I added the petal pink, the little leaves, and on this one I did the cute little vellum leaves, so you can see them there. You can see them there. And then on this one I did the petal pink leaves. So anyway, thank you for watching One Card Wonder Wednesday for today, December 19th, 2018. I hope you have a Merry Christmas, and I will see you next week. Bye.